Good morning everyone, thank you for joining us. Today we're exploring Black Country Park, a semi-natural park in Buckinghamshire. It's in West London, and more or less is the Hollywood of the UK. Right next to the park are the Pinewood Studios, where they film most of the movies here. Today we are joined by Camelia and Noah as well, our trusted Adventure Clan members, and we're gonna take a walk in this foggy and wet woodland. It's 4 degrees Celsius today. It rained a bit last night, but nature is always welcoming. So this is a semi-natural park, as in most of it was planted. It all started during World War I, when the Canadian Forestry Commission were in charge with this land, and they did extensive cuts, and they sent the wood to France, where they built trenches around Somme, Verdun, and wherever those ugly battles took place. And after they deforested the land, they also planted back trees, which were also needed during World War II. Pretty much that's the origin story of the park. Apart from woodland, this park also has a silvopasture where we're now. During the summer they bring cows here to graze, and that's how they manage the land. There's a lake here. It looks very nice. And this is a classic dead hedge. They put all branches and stuff here. It's great habitat for bugs and all sorts of small critters. If you're a fan of movies, they shot here scenes from a few James Bond movies, where they had night car pursuits in woodlands. They were shot here. Also in Star Wars Rise of Luke Skywalker, the part where the Jedis were training, most common the part of Rey, it was shot here. Obviously extensive CGI was used, but yeah, this is the place. Also scenes from Bridgerton and those British soap operas are filmed here. Yeah, very nice. Almost every time we come around there are some filming going on. This is another example of heather land. It grows on acidic soil. The water table is very high here, so all these lands are, most of the time they're flooded, and the whole park is crisscrossed by streams and ditches. It's just the trees in the woodland suck up the moisture better than here. I don't know what kind of plant is this, but it's very spiky. So this is a gate for the cow pasture field, but it's always open. That they have these things here which prevent the cows from exiting, because they break their legs if they go through this, and they get scared and they stop. Yeah, Noah is very high energy. She needs to pick her time to bother other dogs. You might spot all around the park piles of dead wood. They're left here intentionally for bugs and mushrooms. Very nice, makes it a more natural habitat. As a matter of fact, my wife even worked for a company which provided plants for movie sets. Very interesting. She wasn't credited, but she worked for. She sent plants to a lot of movies. They didn't wrote your name in credits, did they, Kami? Yeah, this might be the ditch the Jedis were jumping over when they were training. Obviously they made the forest look more tropical than it is now, but yeah, this is the spot. You can see the water is very clear. I think this is what it's called a chalk stream here in the UK, and they're very rare and they're also protected. Found some mushrooms. These are called birch polyphore. They're a type of tinder mushroom. They can be used for medicinal purposes. You can grind them up, dried, and use them in tea, but they're very bitter. Apparently they have liver cleansing properties. This is an impressive alley, a dark alley. That's why it's called Black Forest, because of these trees. They make it dark. I think it's a Douglas fir and some pine trees. But yeah, these were the ones planted by the Canadian Army Forestry Commission. I bet this alley was used in a lot of movies. It's impressive. And it's pretty long. I imagine here they had the James Bond car chases. These are the pines, Scots pine, Pinus sylvestris. very huge trees. There's a strong smell of mushrooms. We're not allowed to pick them, but it smells very nice. A lovely woodland walk. It's like a meditation, walking through the woods. You connect with the tree's energy, you breathe fresh oxygen. It's very nice. Noah gets her exercise. That's why she sleeps 18 hours a day. She gets a lot of exercise on our walks. There's a small path here coming. Maybe it's an animal trail. They say there are red deer here, roe deer, badgers, foxes. These would be the mammals. Then you have the birds, like all sorts of owls, red kites, and all the squirrels you can imagine. You don't see much wildlife around because mostly they're nocturnal, and also during the day they avoid dogs because the park is a very popular dog walking spot. This open spot is the usual parking place for filming vehicles. Over there's another open spot, but that one is with grass, and in the summer people sit there and they have picnics and birthday parties and things. We're not gonna go there because it's full of people. We're gonna keep to the more secluded wooded paths. There are a few examples of really old rhododendrons here. They're not originally from the UK. They're an invasive species. They took over, but they have a very interesting growth patterns. They look very gnarly, like you're in a mystical forest. Very nice. Parts of Scotland, they're overgrown with rhododendron. I saw a documentary once. They were saying that their root system kills everything around and only allows them to grow. And more than that, here in the UK now they're infested with the vine weevil. That's how it's called, vine weevil. The adult is a beetle, but they lay their eggs in the leaves.
In the soil.
they lay their eggs in the soil, and who eats the leaves?
The beetles, the adults.
The adults eat the leaves.
The beetles, they come out at night and they feed.
Which is only fair enough, because if it's an invasive species, you know, you make problems, you get problems, isn't it?
Yeah. The vine weevil eats any evergreen species, any evergreen shrubs.
Look at Noah. I don't have any treats. Treats are with Mama Bear. Some massive pine trees. A dead one full of woodpecker holes. This is the lake. It's full of water birds, swans, geese, ducks, coots, Noah. Actually, this is the dog beach where they can have a swim. It's a bit nippy today, but usually Noah goes in for a dip. They keep having blue algae alerts here. That's very toxic for dogs. If they drink it, they can easily die in just a few hours. But that only happens when it's warm outside. Look at the crisscrossing root pattern. Kami, do you know what kind of tree is this one? Is it a beech?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's like a puzzle, their root system. Look at this one, these nice trees growing on the edge of the water. The seagulls are making a commotion on the other side of the water. I think someone's feeding them. Noah, she's on her sniffing game. Enrichment. That's what she's doing. She's enriching herself. Haha, you fell in. You fell in. Hey. That's a bit big. Oh, you're very brave for trying. Another very nice dead hedge. I believe this one is protecting the shore of the lake. I think here is where the water birds make their nests and spend the night. So this is that protection against dogs. We got round to the park cafe. I haven't eaten anything today, so I think it's time for lunch or brunch. For Cam is gonna be brunch. I got us 2 cappuccinos with some chocolate sprinkled on top. They're very nice and warm on this cold day. Meanwhile, the temperature dropped to 3 degrees. I don't know why here in the UK in the mornings when it's dark the temperature is, let's say, 5 degrees, and at noon it drops. It should be the reverse, but not here. Oh, we got our food. English breakfast. We've got toast with butter, sausages, beans, bacon, tomato, mushrooms, and egg. It's gonna be amazing. 2 of these sausages are for Noah. She just has to wait until we finish. If not, the whole hierarchy goes away. This cappuccino is so nice and hot. Oh, just what we needed. It was so good. I finished it. Now it's time for Noah. She was very patient. Yeah? She inhaled the sausage. I'll take a piece of toast. There you go. I tricked her by smearing the toast with fat from the plate, but usually she doesn't eat toast. Did you like it, Norika? Yeah, she liked it. Yeah, yeah. Good girl. How is it, Dad? How's your breakfast?
Delicious.
Noah is a hunting dog, but she's a chasing hunting dog. Only when there's food around, she transforms into a basset hound. Oh. She stares into the depths of your soul.
On the 16th, you got the green cranberry panini.
Much better now with some warm food in our bellies. We're gonna circle the lake and slowly head back to the car. So obviously this is a man-made lake. We were just walking on the dam because the road is much lower than the water. This is the bird feeding spot. That's a swan. That's a coot. Mallards, ducks, gulls. That's a Chinese crested duck. Canadian geese. That's normal geese, normal goose. Very nice. A lot of diversity. Does King Charles know you're here? Over the summer they did a lot of erosion prevention works on the shores of the lake. This fence is fresh as well. Noah just had a row with another dog. Luckily we've brought the bag of apologies with us and we were forgiven. But yeah, she's so skinny you would think she would keep to herself, but she's very bolsterous. She doesn't know her size. Maybe she has some Chihuahua in her. This dead tree is infested by mushrooms. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and this type of woods make me feel like I'm in the ant forest. Gnarly trees with weird trunks and moss growing out of them. Very nice. So over here there is a Go Ape thing where you can climb on trees and walk in the canopy. All sorts of ropes and platforms. You have to take a harness on and strap yourselves to the ropes. It's very interesting. I think you have to call and book an appointment before. It's not open all the time. This is where you get in and you climb up and you follow the route all along the tree line. I'm not gonna do that. My tree climbing days are behind me. I'm too old for that. And Noah, that's not her thing either. No from the stick, no from the stick. This is her favorite thing, to play with sticks like they're flutes, musical instruments. She's very helpful breaking firewood when we're camping. Bats, brambles and butterflies. A ride is a long narrow glade which opens up the woodland to light. Much of our native wildlife and plant diversity in the UK, which we associate with woodlands, relies upon rides where light can reach the woodland floor. Black Park's rides are managed to provide a gradual transition from a central grassy area through taller herbaceous vegetation and shrubs before reaching the trees, giving much greater plant diversity and wildlife benefits. Nice. I imagine this is a ride here. Last time we were in this park, they were filming a scene from Bridgerton here. They had those old horse-drawn carriages and people dressed for the occasion. I just want to take a moment to thank you for following us and supporting us. We both have jobs in the system. We're just cogs in the machine and we're not enjoying it, but slowly we're trying to unshackle ourselves from the system. We have bigger plans than that, and yeah, we just have normal lives. We have to face off depression and all sorts of anxieties and addictions, but so far we always came on top of things. So yeah, this channel is just the next natural step for us in our personal development plans. We're just trying to be better and make the world a little bit better around us. So thanks for your support. it matters more than you think. This is the western edge of the park. Parts of it are closed off. I think this is where deers nest for the night. People tend to keep to the middle of the park. That's where the most walked spots are. We always look for the secluded spots and less traveled areas. Coming from the one today. Here we have a short description of what animals live here. Roe deer, reptiles, the grazing cattle. They have green tiger beetle here. And apparently this area was managed since the 1600s. So some would say that this park is even older than the United States of America. If you want to visit this park, I highly recommend to try and park on the north side of the park. There's a road, Fulmer Road there, and there are a lot of alcoves where you can park for free. If not, there is a parking by the lake where we were earlier, but it's a bit pricey. I think it's around £12 per day, but on this road it's free and there's always a spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people came around and they broke limbs from the trees to make themselves Christmas rafts. And how are they? Wreath. Wreaths. Garlands. Yeah. This is holly, isn't it?
It is holly. Not the invasive species. It's everywhere around here, as you see.
Yeah. I was telling people earlier in the previous videos that Britain has a lot of landscapers and they brought a lot of trees from all over the world to do their nice landscaping, but a lot of them just went out of control and now they're taking over, like this one, holly. There's that Japanese knotweed, the rhododendron. I'm sure this ivy, which is suffocating all the trees, I'm sure it's not native.
Maybe this fern as well.
The bracken.
The bracken. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, this is the environment because everything grows better here. The winters are not that cold. So yeah. So guys, that pretty much concludes our walk in Black Park. We had a very nice stroll. We did around 6 kilometers in 2.5 hours, including a pit stop for a nice warm meal. Guys, if you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed walking, make sure you hit subscribe. That really helps a lot. And see you next time. Cami, did you enjoy the walk?
Very much indeed.
Yeah, even with the cold. Take care, bye.